Being good is not always easy, no matter how hard I try. It's one of the lines from this brilliantly written song by John Hurley and Ronnie Wilkins, a couple of American writers, and they wrote this for Aretha Franklin. But Dusty Springfield, you're looking at that lovely, gorgeous woman right there in front of you. Her producers got the song first for her Dusty in Memphis album in 1968. And of course, this came out in 1968. But being good isn't always easy. This song, what is it about? Well, it's about a roll in the hay. And we all know what happens when a young couple starts rolling in the hay by themselves. It doesn't say that, though. The song doesn't say that. Back in the 50s and 60s, they weren't really allowed to say that. So they had to beat around the bush, so to speak. And so, and that's good, because it's oftentimes in writing, it's good to suggest things, because then you end up talking about the ambiance around what's actually happening. And so that's what this song does. It talks about the walking, the talking, him looking into her eyes, him reaching her, teaching her, and he started sweet talking her, and he kisses her several times, obviously. And they look at each other, and there's the knowing, and look how much we've grown. And then one of the things I find interesting about this is the song is mostly about what he does to her, kisses her, looks at her, walks with her. And then in the very last main stanza, she says, "I kissed the son of a preacher man." So it comes full circle, and she is obviously a participant. This is just a brilliantly written song about that first encounter. And of course, we all know that it's the preacher's children who are the wildest, right? I mean, what did Billy Joel say? Catholic girls have more fun. Yeah. So Dusty did this in 68. She sang this in 68 on her album, Dusty in Memphis. She was the first, and she is still the best, the greatest at this song. Dusty has a soulful sound to her. In fact, she may be the greatest soul export from England. She's from London. And I mean, frankly, in the 60s, I was a young kid. She blew me away, and I was mesmerized watching her on TV as a young child. I'm still mesmerized by her. That's one reason why I'm doing an actual performance by her, because I just can't take my eyes off of this woman. Several other ladies have tried to do this song. Frankly, most of them are abysmal. They're bad. It's tinny voices. They don't feel the song. Or they over-sexualize the song, taking it in places it was not really meant to go in the original, and giving it that modern sexuality, which just doesn't work. My two favorite performances outside of Dusty's are Aretha Franklin, who did it a year after Dusty. But ironically, even though she has that soulful voice, there's just not a lot of soul in her rendition of the song. Nothing like Dusty's. And then the other one is Dolly Parton. But Dolly sort of sanitizes it a little bit and makes it sort of a pop country thing. And a performance of her has her sort of smiling. No. So there's a bit of a suggestion in there, even though she sanitizes it. So anyway, by far, Dusty is the one who nailed this song. All the other ones after her did not do that. Can't wait to see this performance. I have seen it once before, so I never delved into it, so I'm really looking forward to watching this gorgeous, talented, charismatic, lovely woman from Britain do Son of a Preacher Man. So here we go. This is before she went platinum with her hair, too. There's that soul in her movement.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walk. Billy look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was.
I want to watch her bend over there getting into it. I just love how Dusty gets into her music and her performances. Let me see if we got, it'll be right here. Just her whole movements, her whole style. She's got such, she's one of those few people who can mix soul with class. It's almost like she shouldn't even be doing soul. She's got so much class to her. So that mixture, if you want to call it royalty and trailer trash, I don't know, whatever. But she's got that. And man, it just gives it so much more punch. Okay, here we go.
Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was.
Wow. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When it started sweet talking to me, come on, tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright.
Listen how she subtly does that. I'm sorry to keep pausing this, but there's just so much in her performance. Listen to how she does that sultry. And I love how sort of toned down she makes this song. She makes it sort of simmering, like what happens around the roll in the hay experience, because everything is scintillating. And that's the way she sings this song. It's the way it should be sung in my perspective. But listen to how she's sultry here without overdoing it.
No matter how hard I try, when it started sweet talking to me, come on, tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was.
Wow.
Oh, yes, he was.
So much sass. Just love it.
Yes, he was. How well I remember the look was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the slide, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown, and the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. The only one who could ever reach me. He was the
I want to listen to that soul in her voice again. Was. Listen to that soul in her voice. I mean, the whole thing's soulful, but listen to this.
son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. The only one who could ever reach me. He was the sweet talking son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me. I can see the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me. Sweet love son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever teach me. The only one who could ever teach me. Sweet love son of a preacher man.
Wow. 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 I'm going to get this look of her with those eyes of hers, right? Right? Come on now. Where is that? I just got to get that look. You can't hardly see her eyes because she's got, there it is, a little bit. She's got that, her sort of signature dark makeup that she put around her eyes. Boy, and it just makes them jump out at you, doesn't it? And that hair almost making her mysterious because it's coming over her forehead and eyebrows and her eyes a little bit. And she always had that sort of big bouffant. She went platinum, peroxide blonde, I believe, a year or so after this, something like that. Or maybe it was before, actually, and this is her natural. I can't remember. But anyway, goodness, I mean, there's just so much soul in her voice, in her movements. I mean, she lives out this song in her movements, and they're so lovely, so feminine. And she's got so much confidence and stage presence. I mean, seriously, I don't like to use the word very often, but she is mesmerizing to watch, stunning to watch. Like time stands still to watch. She's that kind of person. Where I have to keep reminding myself, listen to the background music. You have to stop watching her, listen to her voice. I have to, she's that kind of performer. Speaking of the background music, it's got terrific horns in this song. It's just a really well-produced song. Slight guitar, bass, the drums, and of course the backup vocals are really good on this also. Aretha's background vocals, the choral almost drowns her out, I felt like, but this is done really well. And I love Dusty's voice. It's just that sort of raspy mezzo-soprano, almost falsetto occasionally, but I think it's mostly just the rasp that she's got in her voice, which really helps out the fact that she has a sort of soulful nature as well. But the thing that really gets me about Dusty and her performances, her actual visual performances, is her mixture of elegance and soul. Yeah, truly. Diana Ross, but not a whole lot of soul with Diana Ross. A little bit, not like Dusty, but I'm talking about that elegance. With Diana, it was mostly elegance and sort of pop soul in a way. So that's the kind of elegance I'm talking about. Boy, just wonderful. Just absolutely love this woman. Man. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sure I have a lot more I could say, but I'll just leave it at that. God. All right, y'all let me know what you think. I'll catch you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.